Why Ferb didn't say anything? In the famous animated series, Phineas and Ferb, the Ferb were described by Phineas as a man of action. He's more of a man of action. He said little and cold. There never seems to be any pressing matter that makes him open his mouth. Some people think that Ferb doesn't actually say anything, because Ferb is British. Most British people speak politely, get control of their voice, doesn't speak loudly and doesn't make many gestures. Give Ferb a few short lines from time to time with British English. It's just the filmmaker's way of creating humor. However, in the belief that a quiet person has the loudest mind, the quiet people have the loudest souls. Some people think that Ferb with nonverbal autism, or at least on the autism spectrum. Later, there were new theories. Ferb is one of the characters have a stoic lifestyle. And this is also a theory get the most consent. It's also known as Stoicism, a gestaltism of philosophy born in Athens around the 3rd century BC. Say simply, it's this way of life that trains the human spirit, tougher and calmer, in the face of pain and pressure in life. Stoic does not mean strict asceticism, be harsh or require emotional discipline. Stoics understand that they are also human beings. They all have emotions. They don't deny their feelings. They know how to control them. They find peace of mind, the tranquility of mind, so as not to be swept along by the wind in the face of many temptations and the difficulties of everyday life. In Mackie J. Van Nutter's book Stoicism, there's also mention of 4 virtues that Stoics often have: wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Ferb is enough 4 virtues of a true Stoic. There's nothing to dispute about wisdom. When Phineas and Ferb are smart kids, it's only 10 years old, but in terms of skill, Ferb is not inferior to any genius. When you can make a lot of big inventions, you're capable of playing dance instruments, fluent in multiple languages from French to Japanese, to the point where you can even speak the fire style. In terms of courage, in Dr. Doof's Zombie Army episode, we can also see a Ferb willing to sacrifice to help Phineas and Isabella escape. Continue your mission to save people in the city. Phineas, we're not gonna make it. Ferb, no, you and Isabella will make it. The 3rd virtue is justice. In the book Stoicism, which I mentioned above, the Stoics often translates justice into morality because it has a correlation between the individual and the world around him. The justice here is to look away from the big picture, instead of just looking at self-interest. It's about living in harmony with your surroundings. We can compete, but compete in a fair way. Like in the late Monster episode, he tried to protect the monster from everyone. If such a creature did exist, I believe its habeas and safety would be all our responsibility to look after and protect. Whether that creature exists or not, then I believe that is, we're all responsible. Protection and care of the living place and its safety. And the final quality is moderation. It is understood that he is enough to know. This is shown in Phineas' opening line in every episode. Hey Ferb, I know what we're gonna do today. The great work of these 2 boys is not easy to do, but at the end of each episode, it's gone, that they don't care about that. And just think about which innovations will be born in the next episode. Just a cartoon character, but it brings a lot of new perspectives about a rather interesting lifestyle. I bet many of you have heard of it or are pursuing. If you look at the whole thing, you can see. It turns out that Buddhism scientifically looks like this. Buddhism and Stoicism complement each other, although there are differences, but it still has a message. That's training for people. No need to race to a noble destination or something flashy. You simply need to achieve your own goal. It comes from free will.